What's up? What's up? What's up with the good people, man? Welcome to Bitcoin for the Hood podcast. When we talk about Bitcoin, the hood, reparations, Black America, things of that nature, whatever the other people scared to talk about. That's what we talk about over here. What everybody else scared to talk about. But right now, I want to come touch on, you know, little topic or two or three. You know me. I just have it may go. But I appreciate you, for checking this out. Please share, hit the like button, subscribe. I try to tune in once a week, twice a week, whenever I can. You know, I'm gonna tap in with the people. Uh, so we do, man. Bitcoin for the hood. We got to keep up with the hood and things, right? Let me get this do not disturb going on, cause you know what we're doing. We on the hen on, right? But yeah, let's have a conversation, y'all. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation. Uh, where your phone at? Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. Where that phone at? Hit that cash app. Open up that cash app. Go to that Bitcoin. Grab your dollar, two, five, 10, 20, whatever you could afford. Because it's the future. And reparations ain't gonna go the way we want it to go, Black Americans. I hope y'all know. So it's best to have a backup. We gotta have a backup. Like it or you don't. You better have a backup. Uh, yeah, man. I just want to come touch on the topic at hand. Would be Obama's chef, the old chef, that fell out, died, got killed. I don't know, right? But we gonna get into it. We're gonna have a conversation. Shout out to Spotify for making this happen. Shout out to them. Shout out to Bitcoin, the future of money, of this digital revolution that we got going on. Bitcoin will be the digital currency, right? Bitcoin will be the digital currency. So get you some while you can. Only 21 million ever, ever go be mined, um, you know. So get your issue while you can. But I want to come touch on what's really going on in America. What's really going on? How did Obama chef die? Paddleboard, they say. But they show some videos of him swimming in the pool. So he knew how to swim. They say Obama and them wasn't home. He supposed to been in a pond, 8 feet of water. Another person was there with him, but I ain't seen this guy or this person talk and describe what was really going on. How was he acting when he was paddling? Uh, who else was in the vicinity? A lot of questions. A lot of questions. I don't. And then, like I say, Black Americans, just another way to distract us, right? For we won't keep our eyes on what's really going on, which is reparations, right? Don't keep your eyes on that. Don't pay attention to that. While they backdoor doing some underhand stuff like they did out here in California, right? What can we do to keep Black Americans distracted from something that really helps them in their community, in their family? Oh, let's hit him with the boy, the chef. He gone. He died. He got killed and all this. He died. It's gonna be a big mystery. Figure it out. But but don't talk about reparation. Don't worry about reparations. Don't solve that puzzle. The big puzzle to put y'all in position to be better and do better, and you know, you ain't got to worry about nobody on a paddle board, by the ex president house, right? Because he'd probably be paddleboarding by his own house somewhere with his reparations, right? Um, did he see something? Did he hear something that he wasn't supposed to hear? What really happened? You know. But do I really have time for that when we got a whole reparations thing going on? Really, right here in California, where I'm at, right? Um, and I just got some, lightweight disturbing news. Really, it can be disturbing, or it can be like it ain't my money. But could that have been more money if we wouldn't have had people that gentrified from other states, right? So part of the qualifications for this California reparation, you had to have been in California 6 months, from 18 something to 2020. 6 months. Me, I've been here since '79. What have you experienced in California in 6 months? Do you even know what the task task force wore? Do you know what cars they drove without googling it? Do you know what the task force? This was the police. They called the task force that used to deal with the war on drugs. Black Americans, right? This is what they did. They wore jeans, tennis shoes, and they chased us down like wild animals, right? Because it's big war on drugs. But I ain't seen them chase a meth head yet on the news nowhere. I ain't seen them beat a meth head butt like they was beating black Americans when we used to run from the police. Run from the police. We had a cop in Oakland, California called Track Star. Oh, and he chase you down. And when he catch you, he go beat your ass. And he go take your money out your pocket. Or and he might plant some drugs on you, right? This is what we had to deal with this so-called war on drugs coming up in the Black American community in Oakland, California. Late '80s, early '90s, mid '90s, early '90s, mid '90s, all the way to the 2000s, mid 2000s. It's slowed down. Now we got this opiate crisis. Not a war on drugs, meth and opiate, heroin, all this stuff. It's a crisis now. But when it was black Americans, it was a war on drugs. But you want me to be distracted by somebody that was paddling something, a cook, right? You want me to be worried about that when it's a whole debt that should have been paid to black Americans years ago, centuries ago, decades ago. And people say, hey, why you call it Bitcoin for the hood and you talk about reparations and you talk about this? Because reparations, the payment and money I'm getting will be in Bitcoin, right? And I still be pushing Bitcoin for the hood when I'm helping people transfer their reparations money into, you know, what they're supposed to be doing, right? This is what we're supposed to be doing. So, you know, it's not going to stop. I'm going to keep on pushing reparations, Bitcoin, and things of that nature. I don't see what the big problem is. I really don't. If Bitcoin is a future for black Americans and for the world and for everybody like y'all claim, what's the problem? What's really the big problem? I don't understand it, me myself. But hey, this y'all world, Bitcoin and everything, and you can't put Bitcoin with the hood and this and that, but it's supposed to be for everywhere. Satoshi Nakamoto said it's money, a sign of currency. So we don't want the hood to be in this new world currency. I find that to be a bit racist, me myself, but hey, I'm gonna keep on pushing this envelope on this Bitcoin for the hood, and we're gonna talk about reparations all under the same umbrella. We're not gonna have no problems. Support, right? You ain't racist. You support black Americans and they fight for reparations and Bitcoin. Let's go. I don't see what the problem can be. You know? But we're gonna take it one day at a time and keep on pushing. So what y'all think about that, California? About this 6 month thing. So 6 months in California you get reparations. Then you get to go where you born at on your birth certificate and get reparations there too. Because reparations is a state to state thing. And then federal, they doing it like cannabis. So should you be able to be in a Jennifer in California, gentrified, push them, you push your natives, you in the way of natives. You taking up space that natives need, in my eyes, right? Get reparations here, and then go to your where your birth certificate say and get reparations there too, and get federal. Hey, but hey, if it works, it works. That's do your thing, as they say. Do your thing, But I don't have that privilege. I had to live this California nightmare. I didn't run. I sat here and dealt with it, right? And came out with a few scars, some bad memories. I lost my mom to this California American nightmare. My grandmother, cousins, you know, family thing. Because it's generational, right? This generational trauma and generational poverty passed on, right? To generations of black Americans in America. What it was designed for. And now, 2023, I find myself having to fight for my Second Amendment rights to protect my family in this crazy zombie land, meth head, crazy people running around here. Don't know when if they go break in your house and not knowing where they at, and I don't, it's crazy. You know, I'm trying to make more money with my security as being an armed guard, right? Because I heard they're making more than the police. Security. If you're an armed security guard, now this little security thing I'm doing now, I ain't making no money like that unless I do a bunch of overtime. And I ain't trying to be out there dangerous like that when not armed. It's dangerous for a security guard, especially an unarmed security guard. So I'm I'm in the process of that. Just put my part in there. We're gonna see how that go. I was sitting here thinking, I'm like, the second time I went to prison, I should have never even went. It was a bogus encounter with the police. Me and my cousin headed to the store. He goes in to use the restroom. I'm outside waiting on him. Police roll up. Known police officer in the neighborhood. Bad name, Crabtree, right? Bad reputation as a cop. My first encounter with him ever, because I'm not from this area where this is where my aunt lives. I grew up in a whole nother area of East Oakland. So he goes on to asking me about where I slept at last night, but irrelevant to what's going on. What are you stopping me for? Long story short, he uses my probation, takes me in my son mother's people house, finds a firearm in there, has nothing to do with me. I'm probation maybe 10 blocks away, 15 blocks away. You're supposed to take me to my probation residence to search. If you want to search something that, and try to tie me to it, you can't take me in nobody else's residence, um, because someone said I spend the night there with my girlfriend. So, anyway, takes me there, finds a gun, uh, and goes on to try to put this gun on me. And someone in the resident says, "No, that's my firearm. That's not his. This my house. That's my firearm." They goes on still trying to tie me to the gun. Long story short, uh, they dismiss it, or I didn't get charged for it. Uh, they found me in violation of my probation. But I'm putting in my pardon, and uh, part of putting in your pardon, you got to get your records, so you can write down your records on your pardon, so they can know which records, what crimes or whatever you did to what they want, go pardon for you or whatever, what you actually be pardoned. I look on there, I see possession of firearm. I never got charged for no possession of firearm, so why is that on my paperwork? It should be a violation of my probation. That's what happened. And sent me to prison for 5 years with halftime. Because I'm fighting these people that's trying to put a gun on me. And since they couldn't get me with the gun, well, we still find you in violation of your probation because you had access to a gun. How I got access to a gun? I don't even know where it's at. I'm outside. I ain't in the house with a gun at. I don't know nothing about no gun in nobody else. In somebody else's house. Ain't even my residence. And then you set me down on the couch on the gun. Then you want to lift the cushion up and search us where I'm sitting at, and bam, here go a gun. Just so happened when you set me down at the house. I, it's just bogus. Then this officer, Crabtree, gets on the stand lying. Get right on the stand lying, man. Public defender wouldn't let me get on the stand to ask him questions. It's just crazy. This is what's going on in America. This is what's going on in America. So I don't know what's really going on, but I'm hoping everything pans out and they let me move forward with my life. Um, with this big war on drugs, um, that Gavin Newsom's supposed to be racing that felony if you went to fire camp or something. So if they can do these type of things, I should be in good shape to get my Second Amendment rights restored before I can move on with you know my career as a security guard, private security guard. Um, Take my son hunting, take my grandson hunting. You know, take them to the range, show them how to work a firearm so they can be able to protect their family, themselves. Um, because it's getting crazy, and it might be crazier by the time they grow up. My son right now he's 10, right? My grandson about 4, 5, or somewhere in there, and I want to be legit and show them things and really exercise my Second Amendment rights as a man. As a man, supposed to be protecting things, right? And it's like I did the time for the crime. I moved on with my life. Non-violent offense. Non-violent offenses I have on my record. But you just want to wave this over my head, this felony thing, right? If you don't give me my Second Amendment rights back, California, it's like I got a life sentence. You might as well just gave me a life sentence for a non-violent offense. Is that what we're doing? I'm walking around with a life sentence because I don't have. If I don't have all my rights, what am I? What are we doing? How am I a citizen? See, that's a second-class citizenship as a Black American, right? Because we weren't brought here to own guns to protect ourselves, but we can go fight in a war. I give you a gun then. If World War III break out, I bet y'all ain't gonna be worried about me being no felon. Be like Ukraine, everybody need to be counted for, right? I hear they over there giving they getting people psychopaths guns from the psych ward. And every man is counted for. So if you don't wanna give me a gun now, America, don't give me no gun when shit hit the fan. Don't call me when China, Russia, whatever may happen, right? Because the tension is up. And I'm a citizen. And I want to protect my family in America and my neighborhood and my surroundings, right? If something happened, I should be able to do that. But I can't do that if you waving this over my head. Something I did 12 years ago, the other one a decade ago. So, be careful, people. I don't know what's going on. Kidnappings, shootings. It's just crazy by the day. Black Americans, tighten it up. Tighten it all the way up. No one's coming to save you. No one has your back. Ain't no black and brown coalition. We not people of color. Right? I hear the Mexicans saying we need to come together, brown people, for the immigration of Florida, right? But the boy, what's that boy? King Yella from Chicago and San Bernardino, Mexicans try to shoot the car with his baby in the car. And you think we will ride with some brown coalition on that? And I ain't hear damn Mexican talk about reparations. I ain't heard a Mexican say nothing about reparations for black Americans. I hear him talking about Mexico was California was theirs and and this and that and what they can get and hold on and this and that. But I ain't heard nothing. So y'all tell me what's going on. America, people of color, brown people, because I'm a black American. Okay? They've been treating me like a nigga. They took our language from us. And y'all run around here still speaking Spanish. Please get away from me. You speak your native language, please get away from me. Talking about some coalition and all this. Because ain't no togetherness until black Americans get taken care of. Black Americans first, then we get to everybody else. It's that simple. I can help you with some Bitcoin, how to get your Bitcoin together though. I can help you with that. After I help black Americans, my people get their stuff together first. But yeah, it's crazy, man. So be careful, black Americans. Stay focused on reparations, 6.2 quadrillion. Thomas Kramer gave us that number, economist, white guy, right? And that was just for slavery. That wasn't even for Jim Crow, red line, mass incarceration, all these things that happened after slavery. This is just for slavery alone, 6.2 quadrillion, right? So keep your eyes on the ball, protect the class citizenship. Tell me how y'all feel about that 6 month thing. And what y'all feel about an ex-felon, non-violent offender, never should have went to prison on the second thing. I just told you what happened. They kidnapped me, took me to prison for 5 years. With halftime, I ended up doing 2.5 years, 3 years. For what? Took me away from my children. Took me away from my mom that just died 2020, but she was sick back then. They had already diagnosed her with something. All over the war drugs. All over. Gotta fill these prisons up because we got contracts with CDF, the firefighters. Because this big fire in California is big business. It's big money. Almost died on a control burn because this what was he? Was he a Mexican? I don't know what he was, but he drip torching and almost burnt us up on a control burn before the fourth. We gonna burn some stuff down before the fourth with their fireworks, for they won't burn up the little community. They got this fool with a drip torch. He done went in a circle, got all of us. They had to bring in the bulldozer and which the airplane dropped the water, all that. Over what? I could have died because a cricket cop wanted to take me in somebody else's house instead of taking me to my probation residence. Because of some he say, she say, no evidence on nothing. I don't care what the neighborhood watch told you. Do you have evidence of this? Where's the cameras? Where's the pictures? Because ain't nobody presenting nothing to me. And they supposed to present this to me. What's going on? But this what goes on in the black American community. And then talking about I got a lifetime ban from firearms. So you might as well just gave me a life sentence for a nonviolent offense. Make it make sense. So, that's what we up against in America. This is what I've been up against. It's a million more like me with this mass incarceration ordeal they did. And we want our rights back, right? We want to be full citizens and be able to protect our family and move on and do things we need to do. Right? I don't think that's right to take my Second Amendment rights from me. That's not good. I've been home 12 years. I moved on with my life. I got my guard card. Went and took my gun test. What's popping? Can I make some of this good security guard money? Can I protect my family if somebody breaking this house tonight? What I'm supposed to do? Scream like a girl? No. I'm supposed to be able to stop the threat. But I can't do that if I ain't got my Second Amendment rights, America. So let's keep our fingers crossed on this pardon. RIP to the brother, Obama chef. You know, this big mystery. I don't know what that was about. Follow me on Twitter, Hood Bitcoin. I'm near 24. It's a mo. Tap in. Um, Share this video. Hit the subscribe button. I try to do this once a week, twice a week, somewhere in there. You know, we growing as we go. It's gonna get better in time. Um, work with your people. You know, um, and that's it, man. Uh, Reparations. You know, it fixes things, right? Had this reparations, I could have got me a lawyer, right? Or maybe in this reparations bill, mass incarceration. If you was part of that, your record, you're white clean for life. I mean, you start over or whatever. You know, I don't know how they're proposing that. They haven't. Nobody reached out to me. No mass incarceration people, but they like to keep things in their mouth. But y'all ain't talk to the mass incarcerated people, right? And had a conversation. It's so easy. It's not hard to do. Had a conversation with the people before you write anything on paper, type anything up. Before you put a category saying, "Oh, this for mass incarceration people." What's in there? What it say? Oh, it say y'all get some money and y'all get housing and y'all get this and everything, but your our rights restored, right? So without my rights being restored, let's say I get a gun, right? I get a gun because I'm nervous, I'm scared, I'm worried about breaking because it's up right now in California. Crime is off the hook. They're breaking and everything. You know, what I know, they ain't ready to break in your house next. So I get a gun. Bam, burglar break in. He got a gun, but I beat him to the draw because we in the dark. I know the house better than me. He don't know this house. I do. Pitch black. I get him. Boom. Police come. Oh, Mr. Lane, you got your gun license? Yeah, I got my gun license. I do. I got my gun license. Okay. But where the gun at that you had that you shot him? Oh, okay. Okay. Now we gonna go run all this. It comes back. Oh, Mr. Lane, you know you an ex felon in possession of a firearm. You weren't even supposed to have no gun. We ain't worried about you got no gun license. So what? They get him away. $25. Just took my money and then they ain't. I can't even get no gun. Right? And then say, well, I know you was protecting your family, but we're gonna give you 3, 4 years, 5 years, you know, keep their hands on you. Now we got our hands on you all over again. Forget you defending your family. You just put your part in. You know, you're doing good. You staying out of trouble. You be a law-abiding citizen, as they say. They want you to be. I'm all that and some, because I'm protecting businesses in the community because I'm a security guard, right? I'm doing the same thing the police doing, protecting this money, right? But no, you an ex-felon. So, what that mean? That mean I can't move on with my life? This what's going on in America, man. Especially the black Americans. Um, we wasn't brought here to be free. We wasn't brought here to have rights. We wasn't brought here to do nothing but be slaves, entertain, you know, and things of that nature. So, I really can't care about nobody, man. Speaking on, other races, right? When black Americans suffering every day, y'all want us to care about everybody but us. So, it's time we look out for us and be focused on this reparations and you know, and keep things tight, you know, around our people, right? That's what I think we should do. So, share this video, man. If you support reparations for black Americans and Bitcoin for the hood, holla at me. Share this video, hit the like, subscribe, and I'm gonna get back with you, man. Y'all have a wonderful one. Uh, you know, having love for black Americans is supporting reparations, supporting Bitcoin for black Americans. If you got love for black Americans, that's what you can do. Do that, right? Um, it was a tweet going around about Johnnie Cochran. And I said, what are black American lawyers? Why they didn't pick up the ball? You know? And it's not hard to do. Y'all went to school for law, for fighting crime and calling out the unjust, right? Let's call out the unjust on these reparations for black Americans so we can tighten things up and make things better for our people and our community and stop having to do things that we don't like doing. You know, reparations put us in position to be owners, doing things we like to do, like Dapper Dan. It's a million Dapper Dans out there, right? Uh, it's a million brothers and sisters know how to run a music company, a movie company. They're running podcasts right now. What's the boy Joe Budden? What's the got Drink Champs, Nori Nim? Come on, man, we doing this. What's the boy Gilly Nim, Philly? Reparations just put us on a bigger platform, a bigger, a better boost or what we doing. That's what money does, capital. But y'all have a good one, man, and we're gonna touch on this some more. But I really just wanted to come touch on Obama. Excuse me, Obama chef. It's weird. We don't understand it. Uh, we know you become a target in this reparations fight, right? Even though you might not put reparations on your tongue, you're a black American, a black individual. Um, they go hit you. So keep your head on swivel, man. Be careful out there, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. One love.